She faked the pregnancy.
Yeah.
You now think that maybe your daughter is not yours.
I just want to make sure.
Did you fake any of these pregnancies?
No.
You took a DNA test before the show about your daughter, and she took a lie detector test.
You're gonna freaking sit there and tell me that you love our daughter, that you're basically denying her because you want a paternity test? You know I've never cheated on you.
You told me she...
I have never cheated on you!
I want full custody.
Good luck.
The way the two of you are acting, both of you should be ashamed of yourself. The only thing that really matters here is that there's a little girl, and I got two knuckleheads on my stage that are raising her. You were given a lie detector test. Did you fake pregnancies to try and keep Dennis? What do you think the results are? That she lied? Your behavior as a mother is despicable. The way you act. Welcome to the show. My guest is Dennis. Dennis, why are you here?
My ex has been trying to trap me in a relationship by planning a pregnancy because I met her first few months I met her. You know, we got pretty serious, and I told her I've always wanted a kid, you know. And I guess she stopped taking birth control and got pregnant, so I stayed with her.
How long have you dated this woman?
About 2 years so far, on and off, since the beginning, you know.
And in the beginning of the relationship, you said she got pregnant and she didn't tell you about it?
Well, she told me about it. She told me that she was pregnant and stuff, you know, because she wanted me to stay with her. She knows I was raised to do the right thing. I proposed to her. She didn't want to do that. She knows I would stay with her and try to work it out, even though it was on and off. After we got an apartment, you know, a year and a half later, she tells me she planned my daughter and she planned, you know,
So
another
she
one.
got pregnant and you had a baby girl with her?
Yes. Back up, yeah.
And so then now things aren't working out and you break up with her?
Yeah, for about 6 months now, you know, we've been off because it's been on and off the whole time. It's finally off.
Well, if it's finally off, how did she get pregnant?
She's about 6 months along now. So, you know, about 6 months ago.
Was the last time you slept with her?
Yeah, 6.5 months ago, you know, I did. And then 2 weeks after that, she slept with another guy. And we
How do you
lost-
know she slept with another guy?
She told me.
That part I don't understand is if she's trying to hold on to you,
Yeah.
how is she trying to hold on to you by saying, I slept with another guy? That doesn't
I don't
seem
know
like
why
it would
she
work.
told me that. I mean, I told her I caught her in it. You know, someone told me that she slept with him and she admitted to it. And then she told me the truth about a whole bunch of other lies.
So, and then a couple weeks later, you find out that she's pregnant?
Yeah, well, what happened, you know, she told me she planned my daughter Becca and she's pregnant again. And then 5, 6 months goes by, she's pregnant with a boy. 3 weeks later, she says she's 3 weeks pregnant. I'm like, how are you 3 weeks pregnant? She says, the last 4 months of my pregnancy, I lost the boy and didn't even tell you. She texts me and says, I'm in the ER, our son don't have a heartbeat, I'll talk to you later. She didn't even care, she didn't call, nothing.
She texts you that message?
She texts me that.
Our boy doesn't have a heartbeat.
She told me that, and she wasn't even pregnant at that time, she was just lying
Okay.
about it.
She faked the pregnancy.
Yeah.
She told you she was pregnant. She wasn't. You didn't lose a baby, right?
I was hurt. I thought I did, but she told me after.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
But then you found out that the whole story was fabricated.
Yeah.
Now she's pregnant now?
She says she is. I don't believe her. She told me she is pregnant now about 6 months now, and she told me the other guy, she did a DNA test with him, and she says it's mine. But I'm told you can't even do a DNA test until the baby's born, you know, unless something's wrong with the baby, which there's nothing wrong. She just says that she tested with this guy. She never showed me any paperwork, nothing like that.
And so she's pregnant now?
Yeah, she says she is, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah.
She's got to be showing, right?
I haven't seen nothing, no.
You haven't seen, she just looks normal?
I haven't seen no, yeah, she looks normal to me. I haven't seen no papers saying she's pregnant. I didn't see no papers for a DNA test.
And so why are you here today?
I want to find out if Becca's mine, if she's even mine, because
Your daughter.
my daughter.
Now
yeah.
you have doubts. And how old is your daughter? You have to think about it?
I know how old she is.
How
she
old
was
is
born
she?
on November 07.
Okay. So she's 1.5 years old. I don't even know her, and I figured it out that fast.
Yeah.
How,
Yeah,
how
she
is
is.
you the father? You don't. That kind of makes me wonder about you. How, you don't know how old your daughter is?
But it's because, you know, every month I would know how old she is and I get to keep her. And I haven't got to see her lately, so I am thinking about, you know, keeping track of it. That's all.
I just think that's kind of odd. Now you're questioning whether you're the father of your little girl.
I just want to make sure so I can get full custody of my daughter. I want to take care of her.
And what if you're not the father?
If she let me, I will take full custody, you know.
You'll still take full custody.
I want full custody. I love my daughter. I got her name on my arm last week.
You got
Tattooed.
a name tattooed on your arm? So my question to you is, why, if things are going bad, and why are you staying with her?
Well, what happened, you know, the first month she got pregnant, I was trying to figure out, you know, if it was going to work or if it wasn't going to work. She got pregnant, and, you know, I want to do the right thing. I told her, you know, we'll get married. And she's like, no, I don't want to do that. I said, well, I'll stay with you. I want to work it out.
Okay, again, I don't understand that. If she's trying to trap you into the relationship.
I didn't know it at that time, though.
Oh, she later admitted that. A long.
Way after Becca was
Way
born,
after.
yeah. I didn't find out till way later.
But if she wanted you to be in this relationship and you asked her to marry her, why wouldn't she just marry you then?
I have no idea. She's, one minute she wants to be with me, the next minute she doesn't.
Do you
Makes
love
sense,
her?
you know?
Do you love her?
I don't, not anymore, no.
Do you think she loves you?
I think she does, yeah.
Is she a good mother to your daughter?
Most of the time, yeah. She's never there for her.
She's never there for her.
Yeah. She works double shifts. She chooses to. She does not have to. And she doesn't even see her for a whole day. Then she goes to the bar with her at night. Almost every night she's telling me, you know, because that's where they worked or something. She doesn't even put Becca to bed. When I have her, from the moment she wakes up, every moment of every day, I sit on the floor with her from the moment she wakes up. And I don't take a shower or nothing until she takes her nap. You know, I spend every moment I can with her because I love her.
So you would say that you're a good father then, right?
Yeah. I've given her everything.
And how often do you get to see your daughter?
Up until 2 weeks ago, it was, you know, every week, 4 days a week, every week I would get to see her. She finds out I'm talking to a girl, you know. A few weeks ago, I was talking to a girl because I want to be happy. She said, you ever talk to a girl again, you are never seeing Becca. I'm going to get child support against you. They're going to take your car away and everything else.
As emotional as you just got about the way you care for your daughter, you must miss your daughter incredibly then.
Every day.
And she said, I'm keeping your baby away from you because you're dating other women. So you're not supposed to ever be with anybody ever again?
No, because she wants to be with me.
And you now have serious doubts because you found out that a lot during the relationship she's been lying, that she's been sleeping with other men, that you now think that maybe your daughter is not yours.
I'm positive she is, but I just want to make sure.
You just
know,
want to make sure. And you
there's that
believe,
doubt now.
do you believe she's pregnant by you now?
I don't know.
But you believe she's pregnant?
No, I don't.
Why would she lie about being pregnant? I mean, that's a pretty serious lie.
You don't know half the things she's lied about.
I understand, Dennis, that you think that she's a liar. But all these times of maybe pregnant, maybe not, lying about it, cheating, sleeping, 5 times telling you that she's pregnant, why would you keep sleeping with her, keep sleeping with her, keep sleeping with her?
I'm explaining the first time she was pregnant and had the abortion. I'm like, well, I don't agree with that and stuff. And
Then the second time you had a baby?
No. The second time that she said she was pregnant was like a week later when I was trying to tell her, you know, this is not working. She tells me she's pregnant. I'm like, you know, okay, well, I will stay. We'll figure it out. Then she says she had a miscarriage a few weeks after that. I'm like, you know, I'm consoling her. I wanted to stay with her for a while, make sure she was okay.
And did you see any paperwork or
No,
anything?
never, nothing. And the third time was only like a month later. I'm consoling her and stuff, you know. A month later, she's pregnant with Becca. I said, okay, well, we're going to do this right, and you're actually going to keep it. She told me, I'm going to keep it. I know you always wanted a kid, you know. She kept her. And she was at her mom's, I was at my mom's. And, you know, we tried to work it out and stuff, and it was working. And, you know, I listened to my daughter's heartbeat, went to the hospital with her every time and all that stuff. That's when we got the apartment. Then she just comes home one day like, I planned Becca so you'd stay with me, because now I got everything here, you know? And I'm pregnant again with a boy. I told her that's it. I'm not going to be with her anymore. If she, you know, that's how she is. And I said, well, if that's you, I'm not going to be with you, but I will support, you know, I will support the kids. I will do everything it takes. Then she's going to tell me that text.
And then she texted you saying, I'm at the hospital, our boy's heartbeat is gone.
And for the last 4 months, she's lied about it. We had sex, unprotected. When she said she wasn't pregnant with the boy, I thought she was. You know, she can't get pregnant if she's pregnant. So, and then she sleeps with this other guy. That makes sense, you know?
I guess so.
But, you know, then she sends me that, and like a week after the text
That's
or
great
two,
birth control. She's pregnant already. You took a DNA test before the show about your daughter.
Yes, I did.
And she took a lie detector test concerning whether she's been lying about all these things. You're here today to talk to Kendal, confront her. Let's bring her out.
You're gonna freaking sit there and tell me that you love our daughter, that you're basically denying her because you want a paternity test? You know I've never cheated on you.
You told me you cheated on me.
I have never cheated on you.
You told me you did.
Bull.
Everybody did.
Oh, that
I
is
love my
bull
daughter.
crap.
Spend every moment of every day with her.
Really?
I want
every
full
moment
custody.
of every day?
Yes.
Really? So when do you work?
I have
Oh,
a
when
job.
But what are your hours?
9 to 5. She's in my house more than she is yours.
Not anymore. Especially
not
now.
anymore.
Because you're denying our beautiful daughter. You don't even
I'm
know how
denying
old
her?
she is.
Why
She
do you
turned
think-
17 months yesterday.
Why do you think I'm here?
Do you
Because I
know-
want full custody.
You're not going
I
to be
want to
getting
see
it.
my daughter.
Good luck.
You won't let me see her because you want me. Just because I won't be with you because I talked to another girl is the reason you're keeping her from me.
I told you that
You're gonna
because
say
I
I
want
choose
you
another
to
girl
sign.
over her?
I want you to sign your rights away. I don't
I'm
want
not
you
going
in
to
your
do
life.
that. You cheated on me.
No, I didn't because we were not together as of the end of July.
We lived together. We had sex. We talked. We slept in
If
the
I
same room
remember
with our
correctly,
daughter.
if I remember correctly, I'm a man and I have needs. How the freak can you possibly even think that I'm just going to be like, yeah, here, see her, after what you just sat there and said?
I don't think she's mine because I can't trust you.
Thank you. You
cheated on
just
me.
denied her, Dennis. Connect the dots.
Denying is saying I do not want her.
And you
I
might
have
want
never
to work
said
on
that.
your math because I got pregnant 2 months after we started dating because you said it's better without a condom. Never was on birth control.
You were on birth control.
I never got on birth control until after I had Becca. I can even tell you the birth control, but I won't.
You know, at first I'm thinking, oh, you're crying. You seem like a nice guy. And then you kind of figure it out. You're both nuts. I mean, how did you two manage to stay together as long as you did?
She was pregnant, and I want to do
But
the
she wasn't pregnant for a year and a half.
She's pregnant so much that she was. You know how many times? Since I met her, she was pregnant. Since I met her, she was pregnant.
I still like your line of, well, if she's pregnant, she can't get pregnant.
But I forgot I got pregnant all by myself. Didn't
When
you
you're
say?
Are you pregnant now?
No.
You're not?
You're not pregnant now.
No,
You like?
I had an abortion 2 weeks ago.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You.
Why would
She
I want to
told
have
me
a kid with you when you don't want to be with me?
That's all you.
Explain to me why I would want to have a kid with somebody who doesn't want to be with me.
I guess you wouldn't.
I'm not going to lie.
have a kid.
I did plan Becca, and
How
why
many,
would I?
how
I'm
many
not going to
months
deny
pregnant were you?
it. 4.
You were 4 months pregnant, and you aborted the baby
Yeah.
at 4 months.
Yes. It's legal up to 6 months in the state of Michigan.
And why did you make that decision?
Because after trying to work things out with him and just try to be with him to be a family, it just didn't work. And I didn't want to bring another kid into this world that we're going to do this over. That we're going to fight and argue.
Did you do the DNA test on that one when you were pregnant that you told me you did?
Yes, I did.
Where's the papers?
At my house.
You never
We're
showed
not
them to me?
together.
Well, hold on a second. He is the father of your daughter, right?
Yes.
And you become pregnant again, and you're 4 months pregnant, and you didn't even consult him what the decision that you're making?
I texted him.
She didn't tell me
Did
she
you
did it.
consult him?
I didn't know
Did
till
you
just
ask-
now.
I told him I was pregnant, and I said, "What do you want me to do? It's your body. You make that choice."
No,
It's
I did not
exactly
say
what
that.
you said, and you texted me that.
He said, I'm getting an abortion. I said, no, have the baby. I can't stop you, but I want you to have the baby. You know?
But
And-
why? Aside from the fact that it's against your beliefs, why?
That's why, because it's against my
Why
beliefs.
why
That's the
will
right
you
thing.
keep getting pregnant?
Just because we slept together. I didn't.
I
plan-
know how people get pregnant. But I want to know how you could take it so, you're so cavalier about ending a child's life, and, that's everybody's personal decision, but I think it would have more impact on you than what you're showing. Did you lie about losing the other boy?
No, I did lose him.
So you're
But I
saying you
lost
were
him-
pregnant?
I lost him sooner, and it was wrong of me because I should have told him as soon as I found out, which I didn't. And that is, I accept responsibility for that.
She pretended to be pregnant for 4 months.
No, not 4
After
months.
she lost him, she told me.
Were you pregnant?
Yeah, because we had slept together in end of February, and
Did you fake any of these pregnancies?
No,
So every time you were pregnant, you didn't fake any of them?
no.
Did you tell him that he can't see his daughter if he starts dating somebody else?
Yes.
Well, why would you do that?
I was hoping he would sign her over.
Why? Okay.
You asked me, I'm gonna be honest with
No,
you.
I understand that, but why would he sign over the rights, first of all? He says he loves his daughter. He shows emotion over his daughter. Why would he sign over his rights? Why would you want him to sign over the rights? You're saying you want child custody,
I don't
child
want
support?
from him anymore if he'll sign it. I don't
Not
want.
sign over.
Basically, I don't want him in her life. I want him to move on.
Why?
She wants to hurt me, that's all. She
Why
told me
wouldn't
this.
you want him, if he's the father of your child, why wouldn't you want him in your daughter's life?
Because I don't like the way that he is with her.
He doesn't like the way you are.
She told me because she can't stand to be around me when she drops her off and picks her up because she likes me so much is why she doesn't.
Yeah, that's it.
This is your daughter we're talking about. This is somebody you brought into the world, and you're acting this way with each other, whether you like this. If really you're both mad at each other, and maybe you don't like each other, but you really need to look at yourselves and see the way you're acting. This is your beautiful daughter. This is how you treat each other. You see the way the two of you are acting? Both of you should be ashamed of yourselves. You keep saying how bad she is, but you kept sleeping with her. And because you were a good guy? No, you were doing it because you wanted to have sex with her. That's why you kept doing it. And you're saying, this is the father, but I don't want him in life because I don't like him. I don't want him in my daughter's life. I mean, really, he's not doing anything terrible to you. He ain't beating you. He didn't leave you. He wants to go on with his life, and because if he wants to go on with his life, then he doesn't get to see his daughter. Well, what kind of reasoning is that? You know who you're hurting? You're hurting your daughter. You're hurting him, but you're also hurting her. I'm serious now. I'm not trying to be mean to you, but why are you acting like a 15-year-old high school girl?
I just don't think that he'd be a good role model or a father for her. I really
But
don't.
that's not your decision. You
Really?
you made a decision to have a baby with him. Maybe that's the decision you should have made before you had a child. To me, it sounds like maybe you're keeping your daughter away because you still love him. You still want to be with him.
I'm not saying that I don't love him.
Well, do
but
you
there's
love him?
Yes. I always will love him.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Put all the pettinesses aside and think about your daughter. I mean, that's what you have to do as a parent. What's best for my child? You say you were pregnant, and you say you had an abortion a couple weeks ago. Was he the father, or you don't know, or is there a chance?
I had only slept. What happened was that I slept with a week after I'd slept with Dennis, so I was not sure who the dad was. But Dennis and I weren't together when that happened. So,
Yeah.
and then.
But he could have been the father?
Who? The guy.
The other guy.
Yes. So, and he
Well, how
wasn't.
about if, well, here's my question. If he could have been the father, why wouldn't you at least have a chance to find out if this baby was his?
I tested him.
You tested the baby?
Yeah.
But you're
It
saying...
came back negative on him, so the only other person I'd slept with was Dennis, so I just assumed.
I get it.
50-50,
But if it was...
one
So
knocks out.
if he was the father, would you have kept the baby?
If the other guy was?
Yeah.
No.
So you had no intention of keeping any baby, no matter who the father was?
When I found out that I was pregnant and I told him, we talked about it, we were trying to work things out. So I was like, okay, you know what, we'll work it out, we'll have another baby. And then when everything went down again, that's when I made the decision. I had the test because he had asked me to do the test. I had the test when him and I were still together.
Did you ask her to have a test?
I did.
And I paid for it out of my own pocket, or else I
You
would.
said that you didn't believe that she had the test and you didn't know anything
I
about
don't
this
believe
test.
she did it. I have a question, actually, real. Can I ask
You can ask any question you want.
Did you have an amniotosis on the last baby?
No.
I'm told the only way that you can get a DNA...
It's called an amniocentesis.
Did you get that?
Yes.
Okay, then. Why'd you get it?
Because that's the way you have to do it. They poke a needle about this long into your stomach to
I know how they do
remove
it, and they
fluid.
only do it if something's wrong with the baby.
They don't, not
Yes,
if you
they
pay.
do. Oh, where'd you get the black market or something? Because they're not
Yeah,
going to
that's
do it
They got,
unless
they
something's
got those
wrong
tests
with the
on the
baby.
black market.
They're not going to do it unless something's wrong with the baby.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Why would they endanger a baby? Because that's
It is
a very
risky.
serious procedure just to determine who the father is?
He wanted it.
They're not
I was
gonna-
trying to make him happy.
You were trying to make him happy, so you put your baby at risk?
I weighed the risks, and they told me that
Why, if you had no intention of keeping a baby, why even have the test?
I was going to until we were not together anymore after the very last time.
You admit that you got pregnant just to keep him.
Yes, with Becca I did, yeah.
You needed to get pregnant and have a baby to trap him. I'm
It's-
just trying to be perfectly clear
No,
on this.
yes. I'm not going to deny it because I know I did it. I mean, I'm not saying it, but I know.
I think if you would have just said, hey, you want to have sex, he would have stayed. You still want to be with him?
No.
Would you like to work things out with him?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to. Why lie about it?
Well, I'm just asking you.
Shouldn't lie.
Okay, you were given a lie detector test, and you were asked, did you fake pregnancies to try and keep Dennis? Were you pregnant at all during the last year? Did you have a DNA test done while you were 4 months pregnant? What do you think the results are? That she lied? Well, you'd be wrong. Only because she refused to answer the questions.
I could tell you why.
Well, yeah, tell me why.
Because I was lied to.
You were lied to.
I was told the reason why I was going to come on here first off from him was try to resolve our issues. The second time was determine paternity with Becca and if I'd ever cheated on him. That was why I was came here. I didn't realize I was
need
here.
to get along. So
Wouldn't it
our
be
daughter's
fair to
not
know
getting
if
hurt.
you faked any of the pregnancies? Wouldn't it be fair to know if you were just recently pregnant? And wouldn't it be fair to let him know if you actually had a DNA test on your baby? Wouldn't it be fair just to answer those questions?
And that private, yeah, like I said, I wasn't aware of that. That's what was going to be discussed.
These are the issues he had with you.
But nobody told me that, and I didn't know he had those issues. I'm not.
So you didn't feel the need to prove that you weren't lying?
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume by human nature that you did fake pregnancies, that you weren't pregnant during the last year, and that there was no DNA test done.
Okay.
That's what I believe. You can't produce any paperwork that you were pregnant, can you?
If I went home.
If you went home. We asked you for it and you didn't provide it, right?
They asked me for the DNA test. That was it.
Did you bring
And
that?
did you provide it?
No,
Or the-
because I told him I wasn't going to talk about it, which, hello.
You told our producers that the dog ate the DNA.
No, I didn't.
You did tell our producer that the dog ate the DNA test result.
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Would you be willing to take a lie detector test on it?
No?
I don't have anything to prove to anybody.
You won't take the test?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to assume that you
Fine.
did tell our producer that. But you were responsive to a few questions. After the birth of your daughter, did you get pregnant on purpose?
No.
Are you keeping your daughter away from Dennis because he would not be with you?
No.
But you already admitted you are.
You just said that.
What? Wait.
I know when you start lying, it's kind of hard to keep track of them. You told us that you were keeping your daughter away from him because he was starting to see another girl.
And I've never been on a date since I've not been with you because of that.
You had a girlfriend
No, I have not.
who you
But
slept
you,
with.
you said 10 minutes ago, yeah, you're keeping your daughter away from him because he wants to see other girls.
Okay.
No, that's what you said. I can take a lie detector test. Besides one time, did you cheat on Dennis during your relationship?
That's not the question I was asked.
What question were you asked?
I was asked, aside from, had I ever cheated on Dennis, and I said, no.
Does it even matter, these results? It doesn't matter. You're a liar. So you don't need the results when you establish on stage that you're a liar.
Did it say that I cheated on him? No, I want to know. Because if that's true, that's
should know.
that's
Well, I want to
wrong.
know if you told my producer your dog ate your DNA test.
No, I
You want answers, I want answers. Were you pregnant in the past year?
didn't. Yes.
You were.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you answer on the lie detector test?
Because it, oh.
You come out here and talk about it, but then you talked about having the DNA
I
test.
was told
you
we weren't
talked
going to
about,
talk about it.
But you did talk about
Your
it.
producers lied to me.
They didn't lie to you.
Yes,
You
they
lied to
did.
them.
No.
You're the one. Nobody forced you to come out here just now and talk about whether you were pregnant. Nobody, you could have said, no, I don't want to talk about it. You talked about it. You talked about it with him. You've been talking about it freely up here. So why do you have an issue with it? What, did we trick you into talking about it?
No.
So what the hell? You couldn't answer the damn question? You demand answers from me? The only thing that really matters here is that there's a little girl. And I had two knuckleheads on my stage that are raising her. You know, I'm looking at this result, and I don't know whether it's good or bad for you. You know, I'm looking at this result, and I don't know whether it's good or bad for you. You are the father. No, that's wonderful.
That's fine. You want to take me off stage? That's fine. I just want to go get my daughter.
You know what? No, you know what? An act of violence? An act of violence.
I want to see my daughter. Take me to my daughter.
You know
I'm not
what?
even
You're
talking
just,
to her.
you know what? Your behavior as a mother is despicable. The way
And you-
I may be,
Where is my
but you know
daughter?
what? I don't go slapping my wife around. I don't go treating
No,
the father
I
of
don't. Bring me my daughter.
This is, we'll bring you. You could go. But you know what? What you're doing out there and the way you're behaving, your daughter, when she grows up someday, is going to be ashamed that you act the way you do, the way you lie about things, the way you don't value human life. It's so, it's just a joke to tell people they're a father.
It's a joke. It's hilarious.
Or they're going to have a baby and you're not pregnant.
It's hysterical.
Why? How did you become this way? Seriously, what happened in
I
your
don't
life?
think I'm that way.
The way you act, the way you lie, the way you so petty. This you bring children into the world with men that you can't stand. Why? When are you going to wake up and realize what you're doing?
What am I doing? I mean, really, what am I doing?
Besides constantly lying,
I don't.
you lied on my stage.
I don't think I did.
No, you did.
Okay, fine.
And I think you're lying. Listen, I think you're lying to Dennis. And listen, I understand. Maybe you're hurt. Maybe you want to be back together with him. But you're playing a dangerous game. You're playing a dangerous game. I don't want you to be storming out here and be mad and continue on the path that you're going down. That's not going to be healthy for you. That's not going to be healthy for Dennis. That's not going to be healthy for your daughter. You seriously have to start acting like a grown-up. I'm not trying to be mean to you. I'm telling you the truth. Your daughter needs somebody stable in her life.
I'm very stable with my daughter. Don't
You
say
might,
I'm not.
Listen, I'll give you that benefit. Maybe you are. I don't live around you to see how you act, but I see how you're acting on that stage, and I see how you're acting with the father of that child, and that's not stable. You need to start being honest with yourself, and you need to start being honest with the father of that baby. Do you believe that Dennis loves your daughter?
I believe he did.
And why all of a sudden would he stop?
I think he loved her when I first had her, and I think since then, over time, he just basically sees her as something that he has to take care of.
It sounds like he's hurt because you're not letting him see the baby, and you admitted that on stage. You did say that.
I said that I asked him if he was going to date anybody else, he couldn't see her because I want him to sign his parental rights over.
But
That's why.
but
It's
listen,
the only reason why I said it.
Listen, he's not, no man. Why would anybody want him to sign over his rights? If that's his daughter and he loves her, he's not going to sign over his rights.
Then why would he accuse me of cheating when I've been nothing but faithful to him and then say that she's not his?
Maybe the guy's hurt.
That hurt the hell out of me. Do you realize everything I've ever done for him? When we were living together and not together, I made sure he had clean clothes. I did his laundry. I made sure when he got home from work, there was a dinner. I packed his lunch. I made sure he was up in time for work. I made sure he had stuff so he could take a shower, brush his teeth. I made sure our apartment was clean. I took care of our daughter. But yeah, I was a liar. I was hateful. I was mean. I forgot he's a saint. He's never done anything wrong. He's never, when I was pregnant, say, "You're fat. You're not attractive in those pants. You need to wear something else."
Well, that's exactly what I've been saying on stage for the last hour. Why stay with this guy? Why
Because
keep getting pregnant with him?
Because
You're
I
saying he's
loved
calling
him.
you fat and everything else, and he's accusing you of lying and cheating. You say you love, but what's the love if he's treating you like that?
I just loved him.
You slapped him when you found out the results. Is it because you don't want him to be the father? Why did you hit him?
Because he even doubted it. I was angry and I was kind of, I just wanted to take my anger out on him.
Maybe he's taking his anger out because you told him you slept with this other guy.
We weren't together. He told me I could do whatever I wanted.
Okay. It's time people say to each other, you obviously still have a lot of deep feelings for this guy. He obviously has deep feelings for you. It's pretty obvious. You're playing a kid's game with each other.
I was going to be nice and see if he wanted to see Becca. I was going to... I was just gonna be like, after the show, if you want to see her, you can. And now I don't even know if I should.
Why
Because
wouldn't?
he thinks it's a game. He thinks it's funny.
But you're both playing it. You're both playing the game, and you both need to stop playing it. That's the thing. Why not act like adults and let him go out there and say, "Come see our daughter." Go out there and tell him he can come see his daughter.
You want to see Becca? You can see her.
I want to see her, yeah.
Do you want to see her now?
Hold on a second. Your mom's here. Let's bring your mom out.
Oh, Lord. Sorry I hit you.
And
What?
again.
Kendall, the only reason I brought you to the show today is because you always lie to us. You're hurting me. You're hurting the grandparent. I love that baby girl. And Dennis loves that baby girl. We are not denying her being his. The only reason we had that done, is so we could get partial custody, because we want you to be in her life too, even if we get custody.
You're not.
Well, we'll see about that, but
You won't.
I know Dennis has his faults. You have your faults. I have worked on trying to get you guys back together, and you know that.
She told me she never wanted kids. You know that?
I didn't.
A
I
month
didn't
ago.
want
Listen.
kids, but I
Haven't
have
we
to
moved
now.
past the he said, she said stuff
Yeah.
now?
You do need
Hold
to
on
move
a second. Hold on. And at least she was big enough to come back out here and says, you want to see your daughter.
I do.
Now, you need to be bigger than that about what she said to you a year and a half ago. You got to be bigger than that now.
Like 2 months ago. She won't let me see my daughter still.
Listen, she obviously still loves you, would like to be with you. But if you're saying that can't be, then that can't be. But then if you don't want to be with her, there's no need to bring up old wounds. You're not trying to work it out anymore, right? Okay, so then whatever she did wrong, let it go. I know it hurts, and this is a hurtful situation, but you're the grandmother here.
Yeah, and it's hurting me more than anybody, I think.
Right, but you know
Because
what?
she's not even talking
but
to
you know
me.
What? But you know what? Here's the deal. He's at fault here too.
I understand that.
They're both at fault.
But he comes to talk to me about it.
He's your son.
I understand that.
She's not your daughter.
She used to come to me when she lived with me for 2 years. She used to come to me. She used to call me mom.
Please tell me that you're mature enough to know that when couples break up, maybe she's not going to be that close to you anymore.
Well, I understand that, but
Well-
she still called me mom 2 months ago.
Okay, she's angry.
That made me think that she was still mature enough to talk to me.
She is in love with your son, and he doesn't want to be
Well,
with
I know
her.
that, but how can you be in love with somebody and sit there and treat him like that?
Oh, Lord.
You're going to sit there and ask him to give up paternity just so you don't have to see him? Why don't she give up paternity and let him have the custody?
I really thought by bringing
thing.
you out that this would be a good thing, that you would be the voice of reason, that you would add some mature guidance to the situation, but that's obviously not the case. So you can go and go backstage. Be respectful, be kind to the mother of your child, and you do the same to him. Let's go. Every time you go see your daughter now, you think about what's best for her and not your own feelings. You understand?
Yeah.
Go see your daughter.
Becca, hi, honey, come here. Hi. Okay, look who's here. Look who's here is Daddy.
Becca,
Say hi, Daddy.
where's Daddy? Where's Daddy?
Hi, Daddy.
Where's Daddy?
Can you show Daddy where your nose is?